Okay, welcome back everyone for the second episode of Raid of the Serpent Sea. We're all set up at this end, I believe anyway, so we should be okay. I'm going to run the sort of starting monologue, and then, we're going to begin. Though she had technically created the world of Grimir, Alderheim found it a strange place. The air she inhaled tasted of her uncle's breath, and the touching of a tree or a stone reminded her of when Murgle used to rest his hand on her shoulder, offering comfort to a niece he had once loved. Murgle seemed to be a part of this new world, and at night she suffered, plagued by dreams, by torments. After the early colonies were established, Alderheim took her son Thornir, still not quite a man himself, and the two boarded a small boat called a fairing. Her intention was to map some part of the world to better understand it, maybe even to convince herself that it was not more than just her uncle's body living on after his death. Regardless, she and Thornir had several adventures as they sailed and rowed their ways across the Serpent Sea, up and down the many rivers feeding into it or siphoning from it. One such was when they discovered a passage into the mountains of Turinfall, and found a new home for the surviving Vanir. But that is not this story. Instead, on a cloudy day they headed east, but kept the coast and the many scattered northern islands always in view. An island no more remarkable than any other, nonetheless, caught her attention, and she drifted near it, ultimately landing to make a camp for the night. Though spring was several weeks underway, there was still snow covering the ground. Her campfire made short work of it, and underneath their sleeping furs, inside their hide tent, they slept. Yet Alderheim woke to a moonless night sky, the stars crisp and twinkling above her. Alderheim! Her uncle's whisper travelled across the wind, startling her. His voice seemed to come from the north, and she chased after it. She was, after all, Alderheim of the Vanir. What else should she do in such a situation? She found a trail into the hills, and at its end a grove and a pool of water that was warm to her touch. Steam rose from it, forming land clouds that made it hard to see, and made it hard for the outer world to intrude on the inner. She sat near the pool, and her uncle's whispers drifted away. She stared into the waters, but did not understand. She did not see. Hours passed, and she never even worried about Thornir, her son asleep, all alone in the wild. She did not think of the lost lands, not of her dead husband or the many friends she had lost. She thought of nothing other than that she was not really seeing. The blindness frustrated her, and it drove her to drive her dagger into her own face, and she carved out her own eye. She gave it as an offering to the old gods that the Vanir were already beginning to forget, and when she did, she finally saw. Later, she would talk of it often, never the details, but the change. Losing her eye gave her a view of the past, the present, and the future. Alderheim would revisit the island regularly over the years. Eventually, she built a temple there, a temple that to this day is still inhabited by the Volve, the order of seers which Alderheim was the first. But now back to our story. Last time we saw our party, they made their way by longboat to the location of a mysterious tower at Kekel, a place that had been seen in the visions of the Volve, the seers of this world. They had been exploring the tower when in one of the rooms they found a child named Seelie, a person from another world very different to this one. After that, they found their way upstairs to a magical map room of sorts, where they had visions of Ragnarok and the end of the world. And they also saw large beings moving in the mountains. And then after that, they allowed Seelie to actually touch the map. And that was moments ago, and the map went dark. Alright everyone, so we are back here in the map room. Yes, the actual glowing of the light from it has now dimmed, and some of you are suffering from exhaustion from the effects of it as all this sort of wears off. But you guys are back in the room. What would you like to get on with?
What was that? What is going on here?
It would seem the item perhaps only has limited uses, or maybe because the child is from a different world. It did not interact with her properly.
I'm sorry. Did I
say.
do something wrong? And she's looking around at you all as this is going on. She seems fine, but
it's less that you did something wrong and more that you just are wrong.
she cocks her head slightly and looks at you quizzically, and it's like,
I still have detect magic up. Is this thing still giving off magic or no?
It is, but it is very low level now compared to what you were seeing before. Isa, on that one is the best way to put it. So yeah, not a lot now would be the best way of putting it.
Perhaps it is temporarily expended, or perhaps it no longer functions. We cannot know until time passes.
But yes, you guys are here. The rest of the room is as you left it before. Obviously, Blythe, you're feeling the effects of this more than most in the moment, as I believe you did take an exhaustion from it, and I like to think of that as like you just saw the burning of the end of the world as this is going on, and then nothing but ravens flying over the skies as this went on, and yeah, you were sort of pulled back in the room.
Did anyone else feel very tired after that?
Tired? How can you feel tired after seeing that? I am excited, elated. Oh, finally.
It's a dying one, yes. That is probably why. Some of us don't really want to see the world burn.
That's actually why we are
that does
here.
Seem like a bad thing.
That's the point, which is why we need to find Rolf now to let him know what we've just learned.
Yeah, absolutely, yes. I mean, he's certainly, he's within the tower. Last you saw him, he was with the other two that were digging their way into that lower ground floor. You have choices. There are places to explore, or you can take your chances going back through the other rooms. Whichever way you wish is completely valid.
Yeah, Frida was on her way in here until that sort of, not explosion, but it took everyone out. So she's kind of shaking her head and walks back this way. Is there anything in this room?
The key things you do find that there is a massive collapse of rubble at one end of the room. That's definitely true, but you definitely do also see the stairs leading upwards and onwards to another floor above. You definitely spot those on the other side of that section of the room as you go. You don't know how long it would take, but maybe you could remove the rubble. But you're thinking probably many hours of work, if that makes sense, rather than moments.
And she'll call out for Rolf again to see if he can hear her from where she is now.
You don't hear anything come back in the moments as you yell through.
We should be around him by now. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe they haven't got through their door yet. Never know.
Well, let's keep moving. We have to take this child somewhere safe, not keep her here.
I agree. There's no place for a child.
The safest place would be with Rolf. He will know what to do.
There's a staircase back here. Maybe we can find something this way.
Is this just a normal staircase, James?
It is just a normal staircase leading up, as far as you can see. Yes, not any of the problems that you've had or experienced in some of the other spots as this is all going on. And yeah, you can absolutely start making your way up and over as this is going on. I will bring the others along, if that makes sense. 1 second.
Jess is over here opening doors.
I am no paladin. I don't have to knock. I'll let myself in dry, please.
So yeah, as you guys arrive on this floor, and Hodor, you come up the stairs. There seems to be a door directly in front of you, which you do open. On the other side, there is a large bed chamber. very fancy by raider standards. That would be the way to look at this as this is going on. A large bed with dusty black bedding dominates this room. A box sits on the bed, and a small window looks out onto the sea beyond. There are doors to the south and on the east walls as this is all going on. But yeah, there is a few strange things going on. Obviously, clearly, a box on the bed and the window looking out. You can see the lands beyond Frida as you make your way over towards the window as all this is going on. City comes in and goes, "Oh, this is nice."
Hoda's gonna turn to his brother and just say, he's looking at the box, and then we just turn to his brother and say,
They say only the bravest open mysterious boxes that they find in rooms,
I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get me to open a box, aren't you?
Oh, they used to work on you when you were 8. Oh, God. I was hoping it'd still work now.
But I'm not stupid, you know. Now,
Good
what box
boy.
was it?
I point to that one. I point to the box on the bed.
James, being as close as I am to the box, does it give off a magical aura since I still have detect magic up?
It does not give off a magical aura right now as you're looking at it.
Okay. And while this is happening with the box, Zisa's doing a lap to see if anything kind of pings.
I'm opening the box.
Okay. As it creaks as you go for it in the moment as all of that is going on. Nothing odd happens in the moment. However, the contents of the box are rather strange. You were not expecting a man's head in the box when you start opening it up on the inside.
Oh, snap.
Looking on the inside, Boulder, there is this. Let me see if I can show it to all of you in the moment. The silver head of a man with basically looks like his lips have been sewn shut. Eyes are closed.
Can I sort of knock on it? Is it actual metal?
When you actually tap on it, it does feel like metal. When you actually do, it's very cold to the touch, but it definitely is odd sensation as you do it. Zisa, from your point of view, that's intensely magical. Whatever that has just opened up in that glowing box as that's going on.
I'll take it out and toss it over to Hoder and say, "Here, catch."
A full metal head. I'm assuming I have to do
Yes.
some sort of strength thing as it's being.
Roll an attack, Baldo.
Just slowly cover the child's eyes.
I feel like this is happening just as it's getting into my aura of detection, so I don't get to say anything.
No, yeah, that wallet. I'm assuming that wallet. Me.
Yeah, this large chunky metal thing goes clunk into you, possibly knocking you sideways a bit, Hoder, in the moment as it sort of clangs to the floor in front of everybody. Celie goes, ugh. As she sort of looks at it in the moment, but she doesn't appear to be completely freaked out by it as in these moments as you're looking down. But yeah, you all see as what Baldur had seen moments before, this strange head, for the better of words of it, that seems to be laying there on the ground.
Is it so is the neck also filled in, or if I turned it, would it be hollow in the neck?
It looks like it has been it's the most graphical depiction of a stump of a head that you have ever seen in graphicness, if that makes sense, but frozen in moment, made in metal.
But it's not hollow.
It's
So
not
that's what I
hollow.
meant
No.
by
You're seeing
Okay.
the base of a neck, even the protrusion of a neck, some of the bones in the neck, etc. Just literally sliced off within the head.
Yeah, Hoda does kind of creepily sort of touch the bone bits, quite admiring how well they are made.
It's incredibly well crafted, if disgusting.
Yeah.
I would
There's no
be
type
more.
of monsters, is there, that turn people into metal?
You don't. Well, make a history check. Yes.
Oh, I sure will.
Go for it.
I will. I'm trained in history too.
Hmm.
Hey, look at that.
16. To your knowledge in this world, no, but you do know of, obviously, of creatures that turn you into stone is true. Maybe it's some sort of a variant of something along those lines.
There are monsters that turn people into stone. I wonder if this could be kind of a variant.
Whatever it is, I would use more caution handling it. It's very magical. I would not throw it anymore.
Yeah, from your point of view, I will give you this, Zisa. It's giving off every school of magic, and it's incredibly unusual for something to be doing that at this time.
Zisa's gonna walk forward and pick it up so that she's holding it underneath each of its like cheeks, kind of like, you know, being able to look it in the eye. Can I do like an Arcana check on this thing to see if maybe what its function might have been?
Yeah, you can definitely try. Absolutely, you can give me an Arcana check. A 19. I think what you can glean from it in the moment is that it's you're not sure what kind of a magical item this is, but it's for it to be imbued in the way it is. Someone extremely powerful must have been and produced this item, if that makes sense. It's yeah. Whether or not that is the effect of some spell on the person to then turn them into this, or whether or not it was crafted like a golem or something, you're not sure. But yeah, this is not small fry magic. This is top tier in your mind. More than you know.
Zisa's turning this severed metal head around in her hands with a slightly furrowed expression, just ever so slightly, and says, I don't know if this was ever an actual head or a creation to make it look so, but this was done by someone very powerful, very arcanely talented. And I don't know if this is a piece of something or the result of someone having cast a very powerful spell.
Wasn't there a metal hand downstairs?
You did. You had come across a hand earlier. Yeah, that was the item that you were messing about with and then destroyed earlier.
Did that thing have the same construction? Did it look super lifelike, or was that more
It had
obviously robotic?
No. I think it would seem very lifelike in the moment. So on that one, I would give it a similar kind of feel.
If Hodo went over and tried to like lift the closed eyelids, would they move? As in, would they open, or are they like rigid?
Yeah, it's
shut?
just like a cast metal sculpture
Okay.
when you try anything like that. So if you run your hands near the lips, you can see the sewn stitches, but they all feel like part of the metal, if that makes sense. Like yeah, like hand frozen in carbonite, all that kind of style of thing going on.
Maybe there'll be some more clues in the rest of the room. Maybe who this guy is supposed to represent.
Maybe more body parts.
Fair enough. Is anyone taking a look or trying to have a check around? Who's doing what?
Investigation.
By the way, have a look around.
Okay,
Aziz is putting the head back.
no problem.
Do I get to roll with advantage because I'm using my wolf? Or is she not real yet?
You will be able to when she is a little older, but alas, right now, yes. Do we want to endanger yet? Not quite. So yeah, but one day you will on that one. But yes, so Hodo, yeah, for with your one with a 16 and where you're kind of located in the middle of the room there, I will give you a little bit. There appears to be yet another box and it appears to be where all the boxes should be, under the bed. From your angle, you can just about see you're seeing it through just near Baldur and his legs as he's looking around, but not picking it up in the moment. And Blythe, your wolf is a very good girl.
I will try and drag the box out from under the bed if possible.
Okay, fair enough. Baldur, you see Hodor makes his sort of way over to where you are, and then tries to pull on a box under the bed, but it doesn't seem to budge.
While I'm down there, I will do the thing where you like jab the back of the knee when he's not looking, so that he slightly like falls. But then we'll go back to getting the. I'm
incredibly muscular. Can I roll something to resist this?
Absolutely, you can. Yeah,
Does Hodor's arm just break as he tries to do
probably.
that?
You can.
The fingers are just bone.
Yeah, you can do a strength check, and you just gotta hit a 10, and
Okay.
A strength?
Yes, just give me a strength. That'll be fine. Yeah. There's one.
I wanted to be the 7.
Wait, did it roll something for you guys? Because it.
Yeah, you did roll. Yeah, we definitely got it here on that front. Yeah, you rolled a 23, Seb, on that one. Yeah.
You just hear my fingers crunch.
Hodor's little fingers literally go crack as he does, as he's like trying to shake it off, and he's trying to pull on this crate under the thing. Give me a strength check, Hodor, just for seeing if you can drag it even an inch out from under the bed.
Just for more humiliation. Let's go.
Absolutely, all in the one moment. With a 13, it budges an inch towards your brother, and but that's as far as you manage to pull it in the moment. As Baldur looks down.
I'll look down and say, "Some raider are you?"
You'll just hear me. You won't hear any words. You'll just hear because my face. I'm still face down in the carpet because I know I have to ask you for help, but I emotionally I'm not strong enough to do that. So I'm just grumbling. But I then will turn around and I'll say, I'll ask the room. I'll say, is anyone strong enough to pull this box out?
Trying to avoid your brother.
Yeah, I can't ask him for help. That's a weakness.
Fair enough. So yes.
Can Baldur not drag it out?
I guess he's capable of that kind of thing. If he wants to, I guess.
Let me do it, but whatever's in the box is mine.
Fair
And
enough.
I roll away.
Yeah, Baldur does not even have to roll. It is but an easy box for him in the moments. His 14 is way more than Hodor's in reality. So yeah, it will slide out without issue as this goes on. Yes, it seems to be another quite fancy box. Does he open it in the moment? So I'm assuming.
Yeah.
No problem. Opening the crate, there seems to be a pouch of some description on the inside of it, and there appears to be a few of them, and they all seem to have different dusts in them as far as you can see, and it seems like a set of green plates, which is a bit weird, and I believe something very sharp and shiny, which rings of diamond in the moment as you're looking down at it, Baldur and the sex.
So this is my box. It is mine now. Thank you all. This is my booty for this raid.
As he's starting to, are you starting to pocket the bits? So these people are seeing you like pick up pouches and.
All raids were divided equally.
And in the end of this, Rolf would be the one to decide who gets what.
Yes, he's the raid leader. What?
Well, do you see him here?
Do you mean to usurp him? Are you going to betray him? And you see Zisa get very, very cold looking at you.
What, betray him? No.
Hodor's gonna roll his eyes and just go.
I would never.
Hodor's gonna roll his eyes and say, "If I promise not to take anything from that box, will you share it with everyone else?"
Baldor's
you're
not
talking
sure.
to me?
Yeah, he's talking
Yeah.
to Baldor.
Oh, yeah.
I guess that would be acceptable.
Like on the ground, just kind of throws his arms up in like exasperation, and then just storms off to the other side of the room away from you.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
We were never good at sharing as kids.
I
She's in the bedroom for far too long.
You already can tell.
Since Boulder isn't going to betray Hrolf, Zisa backs down from attack mode, but will take one of those pouches of powder and see if she can't identify what it is using her alchemy expertise, please.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can roll me. Have you got anything for alchemy supplies already in there for rolling your proficiency? with it?
Again, we did this last week. I think I can roll my investigation with my alchemy expertise.
Excellent. Good. There we go.
Yeah,
You got it.
because I'm identifying like a thing.
No problem. No problem.
So I'm gonna roll investigation because it would be the same number, and I do this at advantage.
I'll say that this is just to identify them all in the moment on that one.
Sucks.
I'll give you
Nine.
I'll give you the you're definitely sure at least one of them is gold dust. You're not quite so sure of some of the other ones in the moment. But you don't think it would take you too long with a bit of time to sit down and work out what the other ones are. At least you know some are metals at this point.
Okay. I'll let everyone know that. And given time, she's capable of identifying.
Yeah,
the rest.
you don't think it would take you long if you sat down and took some time, but in the moment you don't pick it all out. Anyone else up to anything in the moment? Okay, are you guys leaving by the south, or are you going to explore the door to the east? I suppose.
Bring the head and and the booty, and let's go.
That's a very good question. Zisa was putting it back in the box, but are you guys taking the head or are you leaving the head?
Is
Can we
the
take the
box
box?
is the box super heavy?
The box is heavy, but not beyond carry for someone strong.
It's a box. Do you really want to take that?
If it's already in the box and the box is heavy, Zisa would probably like maybe test the box, see how heavy it is, shake her head, open it, and just take out the head, and she's just carrying it now.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, well, imagine you like tie something to it and just make sure it's carried well enough in the moment. No problem.
Well, right now she's literally just carrying it like a bowling ball.
Oh. Fair enough.
In the nostrils.
Yeah.
I won't mess like with like the underhand hold of like walking with it, but sure.
Yay, nostril hold.
There you go. There we go.
think
I
it's
just
very
got to make a note,
fingerable.
guys. I've just got to make a note of something. One sec.
Nostril hold.
As this is going
We'll
on.
remember this.
Yes. BioWare has made choice. Right. But yes,
She
Frida.
probably has her hand like right under where like the severed part of the neck would be. She's literally holding it in a way like where if it were like a head, like the eyes would be facing kind of wherever she's walking towards.
No problem. No problem. Frida, then, yeah, you make your way over to that door on that side. Then, what are you up to? Are you going through? No worries. On the other
No knocking in
side,
this one.
no knocking for this one. On the other side, there seems to be some sort of a study of some description as you're looking through. You would say this was, this contains a plump armchair and a well-made desk strewn with something that most of you don't know what is. You don't see paper very often. There are a few bookshelves in the room as well, but they appear to be empty. Again, you're not sure what bookshelves are that very well. There is a door to the west wall and 2 doors to the south, as well as a window and a balcony. And there appear to be 3 magical orbs that seem to be glowing, bathing the area in pleasant light.
Frida will pick up some paper. Oh God, Frida isn't even smart or wisdom, so she's gonna flick it about. She's gonna put it in her mouth.
It doesn't taste like food.
Does it taste like wood? I'm sure Frida's probably.
I'm sure it does taste some sort of wood fibre would be about as close as you would get in the moment as this is all
paper
going.
taste like wood in
I don't
real
know.
life?
Yeah.
Maybe it might.
Time to
I've
taste.
not eaten either, so I would not know.
No.
But yeah, certainly you do that in the moments as this is all going on.
And she'll just toss it back on and say, "This is all useless."
If it's not edible, what's the point?
If it's not edible, what's the point?
I think Zisa knows what paper is.
Yeah, you would have been one of the being from Hallwick as well. There's certainly one of the few places that there might be even scraps of the stuff, if that makes sense. It's usually very old, and it's usually from people from before, if that makes sense. It's usually things they brought from the Lost Lands rather than people making a lot of it here, if that makes sense. So yeah, you would be aware that it's something that exists, but it's very, very rare on that front.
Is this in a language that I know?
When you look down, make me an intelligence check as this is all going on. A 14. The best way to put it is you recognize some of the words. It's kind of like, best way of putting it, like ye old English versus now, if that makes sense. You're kind of getting that kind of a vibe. You think it's kind of probably where your language comes from, if that makes sense, on that one. But yeah, it's hard to read, but you can pick out some of the words in amongst things that's going on. And they're talking about little bits of history that seems to be going on about heroes making epic journeys across the land, slaying monsters and things like that. Is what it kind of is describing in the moment. But it's kind of like, and then in some sort of a powerful after party where many drinks were had is kind of what you're getting in the moment.
This is, I don't know if it's a historical reaccounting or a story, but something of a large battle, heroes, feast celebration. I can make out some of it. This looks like where maybe our language came from, and it developed from this.
Our language came from wood.
The people who wrote this language first spoke in a way that became how we speak now.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you this, Caesar. You know that your language and the language of the kingdoms, the Bendor, their language is different from yours, and by sections, but it's close enough that most people think that they all came from when they were part of from the Lost Lands. And this is kind of like looking at the branch, the initial branch that everything was coming from back in the day when all War One.
Would I have any insight into what language it might be?
You would recognize some of it a bit more, I think, Raudo, just going back in history, because it would have been fresher. Would be the best way of putting it. It is the original. It's common, but it's the original language of the Lost Lands. Is the best way of putting it. The first people that came here, that's the language they spoke, or that's how they wrote, if that makes sense. A lot has been lost. A lot has changed over the years, but there was more people that spoke that way back in the day.
It's nice to see a language like this again. It's been a while.
Rhoda's gonna look at you with an eyebrow raised, because that's weird that you're that old, but
Weird. It's beyond. It is beyond weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is another level.
Lisa just says, when was the last time you saw paper?
How many hundreds of years old? Yeah.
Yeah.
Early
A couple of
days.
centuries at least.
I don't call you on that. I just accept it and then turn back to what I was doing. James, I don't know when my detect magic is going to go down,
That's
But
okay.
when it does,
We're,
I'd
say,
like-
we're saying it's in its last vestiges as you've been in this room. I'll give you only the orbs are giving off anything, and obviously the items that you guys have been carrying. There's nothing extra magical going on in the moments as you're looking around in here.
Okay. I think Zeus is going to go over to the really comfy chair, maybe sit down and say, "I require 10 minutes, please." And then she's going to begin ritually casting Detect Magic again while everyone does whatever it is they do.
No problem. Meanwhile, then I guess Frida and the others that are a bit further out. What are you guys up to in the moment?
I'd like to see if I recognise any of the words on the spines of the books. I might not realise what they are as books, but I think I could work out what words are.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this certainly would be able to do a little bit of that. Make an investigation check as well for me.
Okay.
Another 14. Yeah, you can pick out some of the words on this one. You see a few different things talking about different. Some things that are related to water, agriculture. You see some things that talk about the sky. The lands beyond was another name that comes up. A few things like that as you're looking around.
Hoda will pull out the one that's got agriculture on it, just because that's something he knows.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you pull out this stone tablet with and pull it forward, and you look at the where the front of the book is on that front, and there's nothing there. It's just the spine, where you were looking at. But when you actually look at the actual tablet itself, there doesn't appear to be anything on it.
I will be checking the other tablets.
Absolutely,
if they are in the
yeah.
same situation.
You do the same, and you start to see other books with the same thing going on. It's kind of strange, but books are kind of strange by the same token as that's going on. Meanwhile, yes, Frida, sorry, you were making your way over to the door, just whether or not anything's going on.
Me and Blythe are just going to open the doors at the same time.
Yeah. We can definitely have that going on. So we'll just quickly do Blythe. You do your door if that's okay, just in the moment, and then we'll quickly do Frida's in moments later, if that makes sense. So yeah, you open it up, and there appears to be a bunch of passageways leading out and onwards to a bunch of other areas that seem to greet you ahead. You're not quite sure what's going on, but yeah, there seem to be a lot of different sort of carved stone bookshelves would be the best way of putting it, with more and more books and bits and bobs going on as you're sort of looking out on that one.
That's more passages, yeah. Those shelves with the leathery things.
With the leathery things, fair enough. As Frida, yeah, you open your door at the same time. That's absolutely fine as that one's going on. What you can see on the other side is a vast chasm that seems to open up to a sort of a landing upon. You can see that there is sort of like where we had before, where we had the you saw the slide where the stairs would be, but that had changed before. This is a slide. It looks like a slide going down in the moments as you're looking. You can't see the steps right now as this is going on. They seem to all be sealed as a kind of a steep ramp as this is going on that one. And you can definitely hear the swish of blades and the cleave of air as battle is going on the floor below. You can hear ting, ting is all sort of going on the floor below.
I think Harof is in trouble. I hear battle. Oh.
Then we must rush.
Zisa instantly stops her ritual
jump
casting
down?
and rushes to go.
Okay. So you're going to are you going to try and steadily make your way down that, or are you just
I'll just slide down, yeah.
Okay, sliding down. Okay.
I will make sure I have the child's hand and take her with me, so I know she doesn't accidentally get caught up in the battle.
No problem. We'll just let everybody else come through as well. Everybody catch up. I'll bring Sadi. 1 sec. Odor as well. So yeah, you take the child's hand and then whee down the slide, and you guys can just hear more and more sounds of clanging and battle seem to be going on beyond as Battle will catch up in the moments, and then we will be over here in the moment. So as you step off the bottom of this lower staircase, you can see an immense room. The door into it has obviously been freed of rubble. You see Hrolf and his warriors. The raid leader is, however, at this moment busily fending off attacks from 2 or 3 monstrosities, and which would be these things that seem to be in the room as this is going on.
I love it.
Yes. As that is going on, there is blood splattered across his face as this is going on, and he's desperately trying to fend off these attacks as this is going on. There are other creatures around, lots of them on these pedestals, not the same but similar to the ones that are currently attacking as this is all going on. Hrolf looks badly injured as he's swinging wildly and erratically as this is going on. There are at least 20 more of these monstrosities on the other plinths around the room as this is going on. And we're going to roll some initiative. So let me bring you guys in, and we will go for a bit of that. And I'm going to take Sidi out because she is going to be in B team mode. You can use her as her companion action if you need to, if that makes sense. So we can do that. I'm going to
companion. That was the healing thing, right?
That's right. Yeah. So she can do a medicine check and bring one of you back up if need be in the moment. And then I will roll in the rest as this is all going on. Okay, right. Okay, we should be able to change the music to something a little bit more combat-y, I think is time. And then we will begin the combat. Okay, so we will be starting off as I just clear the images and stuff, and then we can give this a go. Right, okay, so this Wicker person will be first up. He will be attacking Hrolf. Let's see how it's going to do in the moment. It's going to try and club him. And for 16 on him, 16 will hit his armor class for 9. Oof, okay. He is looking beaten and battered more and more as this is going on. But that does bring us to the first one of you lot. Cisa diving down the stairs in this moment. Coming out into this strange room, you see all of this going on in the moment.
Yeah, Frida, even though you had a head start, you saw that Zisa actually pulled ahead of you when we got into this room, which is why she's reacting first. She moved with a lot more speed than you previously thought capable. But she gets downstairs and comes around the corner and sees Hrolf take that hit. And she instantly uses a finger and traces it along the side of her eye where it looks like maybe there was makeup, but it's actually one of her tattoos. And as she pulls it, she keeps pulling it almost off of her face and then whips it forward, and she is going to cast Sleep.
Okay, fair enough.
And I'm going to put it right there so that it hits those people, but not any of our people.
No problem.
So 22 hit points worth of sleep, going from the one with the least amount of hit points in there.
No problem. As you attempt this, you look at them all in the moment, and you're perplexed. Is the best way of noticing it, and it's because this all happened just so quickly in the moments you haven't realized. But as you look at them now and you look closer in the moments, you realize. They're not flesh. They're not blood. These things are wood. These are something else. And yes, as your sleep spell takes hold, it doesn't seem to have any effect in the moment on these creatures. But you knew too little in the moment to realize what was going on. And then you suddenly realized, like the rat that you guys saw last week, these things appear to be not made of flesh and blood. These things don't breathe. They aren't taking in, and yeah, it doesn't seem that your effect has any. Your magic has any effect on making these things sleep.
That is annoying.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's the best way to put it.
Fair enough. No problem.
You
No
see
problem.
Zisa attempt that. It doesn't work, and so then she's going to... Can I run through the space of these things here, or no?
Absolutely, yeah. You see there are more of these mannequin-type strange wicker things, or these sort of wooden creatures, if that makes sense. Yeah, you can certainly push past them in the moments as all this is going on. As you do, the one that you are next to slowly starts to... and begins to move.
Okay, great.
Places were made.
Yeah, I keep trying to move past it because I want to get to a certain spot. So I guess I'll take an attack of opportunity.
No problem. You can definitely move past it as this is going on, and it will try as it is waking up. This will be at disadvantage. 1 second. And it will miss, I'm assuming, with an 8, even on a wizard.
You see Zisa's Naruto running, and she definitely ducks underneath the hit, and she keeps moving until she is in this space here.
No problem.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, no problem. Right, moving to the next on the list. Hodor, you are next to react, I believe, as this is all going on.
Well,
Sliding down the
in this space first, I can actually see what's happening.
Absolutely, yeah. You move in, you can start to see a few things around, but most of the action is off to that side as that's going on. Yeah, you start to see Hodor and the others.
Okay. Let's create a problem for these lads. I'm going to pass.
Okay. What are we going for here? Earth tremor. All right. Okay. The shaking the ground.
It's not given me a box.
Okay. Not got a template, but I'm assuming overall, roughly.
Tremor, 10 is a 10-foot range.
Okay. So you're trying to get these ones off of horror.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Not touching him, but
No,
there.
that's
We'll just
okay.
see Hodor put his flip his spear around to the pointed end. Goes into the ground, and from there, little cracks will appear, and then it will go.
No problem.
Underneath
What? They both roll 20. Okay. How dare they in the moment? Yes, but yeah. So far they are maintaining as the ground around them shakes, but doesn't appear to have any effect in the moment.
They are though in difficult terrain.
Okay, so their movement is slowed. I will bear that in mind.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
Okay, no problem. And you any more movement, or are you staying put?
I'm going to be staying put. There. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Blythe, you are next on the list, and you react next.
Okay. I will run out. Oh no, they're right in front of me. Sorry, I thought that was what's her name? Issa.
Ah, no.
So
That
I got a bit confused.
no,
with who was what.
that's a terrible wooden monster.
Okay. So I see the terrible wooden monster, and I will attack with the revolver.
James, did you mean to kill our Dragonborn friend?
Yeah, it's just to show that he is already dead at this point. Yeah, I just I needed you to at least see the token. Yeah, one is already down, and this battle's been going on. This has been going on for a little bit as you guys came
Was that our
running down.
Luton bro? Our Luton bro?
Yeah.
No.
Longbow, 18 for 8. That's pretty good. Yeah, you come flying down those stairs, Blythe, and in moments you take the first one of these things out in the moment. That's no problem.
Okay.
Done. You catch it at a nasty point.
I've got a little bit more movement than it says there because obviously.
Sure. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, because you moved back and forth. Yeah. So you come running out. Yeah. You're looking at three moving ones in front of you, and about 15 of them not moving behind you.
Okay, I'll just I'll take sort of a crouched position behind this table-ish thing is it? I guess.
Yeah,
Table?
it's a plinth with the one was standing on originally, but yeah, it's now dropped.
It's all flavour because I'm not giving myself any cover or hiding.
No, but yeah, you're bounced by the plinth. That's no problem. Yeah, you're not the rogue this time. Right. Okay.
Anyway, just stay where you are for now.
Okay.
Because if you die, I can't bring you back right now.
Mechanically, we need safety. Okay, next on the list.
She's protecting the child.
That's it, yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
Sold. This will be this wicker, and it will try and take out Aaron. Let's see how it's going to do on that one. And 24/7. He takes a very big hit, but he is still standing at the moment. And on to the next one, and this one will be moving over to Rolf, and we'll attempt to club him as well. Let's see how he's going to do. And we'll miss. Okay, so that's not too bad. Bringing us to Balder's turn here.
I will move up a little bit. I do not see anyone here, right?
No, not from that point. Not from there. You can hear it going around the corner, but yeah.
Oh no, I cannot move through the door. And I will kind of go around.
Okay.
Say, oh no! Here! Die, foul creatures! And from a distance, not going up close, I will throw my hand axe, one hand axe.
Okay, you're gonna throw a hand axe at one of these beasties.
Oh, dude.
Oh, what? Okay, so is it this first one?
The closest. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. He eviscerates one with a hand axe in moments, taking it out.
That is furious. Watching this, he's so angry.
I will save all of you.
And he impressively takes one out. That's definitely true. Any more movement on that part, Balder, or is he done?
Nope. He's safe there. There's no one behind him.
Well, there's about 10 more of these sort of wooden creatures on the plinths, standing still. But yes, sure, he's relatively safe.
Yeah, no, he'll stay there. It's fine.
No problem. Bringing us to Rounder.
We'll immediately draw the great axe and just cry out some battle rage as a bonus action. Oh, I didn't do anything. Oh, okay. Well, bonus action rage, and then I'll attack this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And set rage on. There we go. But yeah, on that one, well, 21 will definitely hit on
For an
that.
additional 2 damage because of rage.
Okay, so that will do 7. Okay. Yeah, it's still up, but it looks like it's taken a horrendous hit in that first one.
Remember, you've entered bad terrain. So when
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah,
that's
you're in
difficult
difficult terrain, but it was
Yeah.
literally you're still within things, so that's no
You
problem.
have to target yourself for rage.
Okay.
That's
I've got
right.
it on my quick bar. I just didn't target myself. I had the
That's
other
all right. No worries. So yeah, as this is going on, then Aaron is still alive at the moment, and he will attempt to follow up and see how he's going to do in the moment. Is he going to be able to prove his worth, or is he going to crit?
Hey,
Whoa!
buddy.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. He got 4+1, so he's done 5 damage and had 5 hit points. He just kill steals from Rauder in the moment.
Nice.
Rauder is unabused.
I bet. As this is all going on. Okay, so that one is officially done and out of the way. That will bring us down the line, and Harolf will be able to take a shot as this is all going on. And we're going to go for one with the Warhammer. See how he's going to do in the moments. Oh yeah, he doesn't do well in the moments with the tiredness as this is going on. And no, he's not gonna multi-attack and win himself in the moments. He is going to hold as we come round to Frida's turn.
Yep. Frida will reach behind her cloak and pull out her battle axe. And run up. And just attack the one that she can see is up at the moment.
17 for 9. Yeah, absolutely. And the random roll of hit points, it has exactly 9. So another one will be taken out in the moments there. As you guys look around, we're going to end the combat there for a moment as silence comes over. Hrolf drops to his knees as this is going on for a moment, as he's trying to breathe heavily as this is all going on. And he's like, and he's just breathing on that one, and he just looks up at you, Issa, and the rest of you, and he says, "Thank you." And you can see he is horrendously hurt as this is going on. You would say this is one of the worst sort of hits or damage you'd seen done to a person in the moments. But he is still turning. Yes, the other one is already dead. The Dragonborn guy is already dead in the moment. Aaron is breathing heavily, but is winded, but not taken out in the moments as all this is kind of going on. As you guys sort of come around and try and.
I went grab the girl.
Well, you were lucky that we were here to serve as reinforcements and really save the day. And I will make like a show of like pulling my hand axe out of like the dead corpse of this like wooden creature.
Make a performance check. See how well he did. As this is all going on, but yes, Hrolf looks up at you all and he says, "Thank the gods, I thought that was it."
Nice.
It's mediocre, but he does it anyway. As he sort of looks up at you and he's sort of saying, "We cleared the rubble, and then on the other side these things just started attacking us straight out of it. Strange creatures like the Wicker, but not. It's a very strange place." As he's sort of like holding his side as this is all going on. And he does look a bit winded as well with it all. As there's just blood pouring down from a wound on his head.
It is indeed a strange place with strange guardians and strange items. There's magic here. There's paper here.
We found a kid.
What? And he sort of looks around in the moments as you guys sort of part a little bit and point around. She sort of says, "Hi," and he says,
"She is
hello."
from another world.
His eyes go wide at that on that one.
One of the few to step through a magical gateway of sorts. Arrive here.
They said there would be some things here that would be important. I didn't think it would be a child." As he sort of looks around on that one. And he sort of looks you in the eyes, he soon says, "Whatever happens, take what's from here to the Volve." And he sort of, he's fine. You know he's going to be okay, but he's kind of like, just in the moments, he's, making it clear if anything happened.
She nods to that and says, "We have found some things and learned more. We think there's a place we could rest upstairs, some sort of king's chambers. It's safe enough if we need to bind you before we continue on."
Maybe. Although we got more things at the ship, it might be better just to. It's literally so close. I can rest there, and then we can come back. We don't have to do everything in one go. As he's sort of like,
say, we can get more reinforcements since this place apparently is guarded. The child speaks of rats, but without skin and made of wood, perhaps more wicker animals or guardians.
And he's kind of a little bit in since this is a very strange place. We will investigate it more, but yes, I think maybe we rest for a little bit and work things out from there.
And we also have much to tell you.
And much to find out about this one. And he sort of looks towards the child, basically, in the moments. Meanwhile, as this is all going on, the two of you that are kind of off, Frida and Blythe, is there anything you guys would be up to in the moment here as this is all going on?
What is everything?
You trying to work out what the creatures are themselves, or are you investigating them, I suppose? Yeah, you can make an investigation check of them, if that makes sense. In fact, I'll give you a history check.
I'd be doing the same over this side, though.
No problem.
Plus
Yeah.
3.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Actually,
Wooden magical mannequins is the best way.
that's a disadvantage. So,
Ah.
look, if it's only that.
Oh well. On that one, yeah, Frida, nothing too dramatic goes up on. They're all very in lots of different styles, but nothing else is sort of jumping out of you as this is all going on in the moment. As you guys are kind of looking around in the space, but yeah, Hrolf is kind of like willing, is trying to get to his feet and says, "Well, we'll come back round soon enough. It's not going anywhere."
Scarecrow shop or something. Isn't it? So,
They look like the Wicker, but stranger. I've seen some of this folk. They are akin to this, but they seem simple compared to some of them. Less lifelike. It's the best way I can put it. As he sort of like clutches his side as this is all going on in the moment.
Zisa will do that thing where she takes his arm and puts it over her shoulder, and I think Zisa's actually taller than him.
That probably makes sense.
So,
yeah.
yeah, so she's ready to walk him back to the ship when he wants to go.
No problem. So yes, this door
And under
is
her
officially...
other arm, she has the iron.
the iron head
thing.
under the other on the
Yeah.
other side. Fair enough. As that's going on, no problem. You guys start to slowly make your way out of the building, unless anyone calls me now. But yeah, you slowly make your way back through the foyer that you originally were out at as this is all going. You slowly start to take Hrolf down. He's obviously limping a bit with it as this is all going on, but he moves well enough as this is all going on. But yeah, you definitely make your way out. Start to make your way a tiny way back down the coast towards the ships. It's at that point you can see the smoke and the fire ahead, as clearly there is black smoke filling the air as you're starting to move closer.
from the ship direction.
Yes.
Oh shoot!
Do you guys start to move as quick as you can in that general direction, I suppose is the question.
We have to, because are we gonna get anywhere if the ship is gone?
Fair enough. So
Right.
yeah, you guys try to make as good pace as you can towards what turns out to be a very full-on scene as you guys make your way down. 1 second, I will.
Tired as well.
Is
Yeah.
our tall folk friend okay? Is our big friend okay? That's all I want to know.
Okay, well, we will move over there. We'll just make sure everybody can see what's going on, and we'll take a break in a moment after we can see all this going on. There appears to be the two landing ships are fully on fire, and a third ship seems to be out at sea. And there are other people on the literally fighting with what's left of your crew on the actual coast as this is all going up. As you guys start to come running in as this is going on, the strange shields that none of you recognize the markings on in the moments, except for Blythe. You would recognize that these would be an offshoot of the War clan. As this is all going on, and the symbol is a version of your symbol as this is all going on.
It's fine. We just take their ship.
They're fair. But yeah, I think this is going to be the point, because this is going to be a big set piece. We'll take a quick break and grab some drinks before we go into all of this for the next half. So well done, everyone. We'll go for a break. Right.
Whoa.
right, everyone, welcome back. And yes, we are back on the beach here as all this is going on, and our players are just setting themselves up now. But outside,
I feel very welcome, just for the record.
fair enough on that one. Outside the tower, a battle rages. Enemy raiders have landed on the shore, and both the longships appear to be well aflame as this is all going on. The only thing left is a remaining enemy longship that seems to be floating about 100 feet offshore. Its archers are firing arrows towards the beach as all this is going on. Corpses cover the ground of some of your friends. Some are still standing in the moment as this is all going on. This is becoming a bloody mess very, very quickly as all this is currently carrying on. Jamie, as Blythe, obviously you're the only one that notices more that the attackers are an offshoot of the War clan, and you even recognize this man, the one on the boat, who appears to be, from your information, he would be the second in command of the entire clan. He's literally on the boat as this is all going on, taking part in this attack. He is, bear with me, I have got it written down here, one second. His name is Golvetska. Golvetska.
Golvetska?
Yeah, Golvetska.
So Blythe runs out, shield aloft, banging it with his axe. Golvetska! Cease! Clansmen, stop!
It's at that point we hear as another flurry of arrows from the archers lifts into the air as all this is going on. We're going to be rolling some initiative. Let me get these guys in so we have something to work with. 1 second.
Straight edge raider archer.
Yeah, you know what the names are
favorite.
like. You know what the names are like. I will bring you all in. You can start rolling to get yourselves in the order, etc. As this is all going on. We do have to have a couple of things we have to cover before we start, which we will go over because we have to cover your companion actions because obviously they're important, and I will remind you of them before we go. At this point, you've obviously you've had Cedar and her one, which is obviously the one that will allow you to get people up off of the ground. But this is the point where we unlock Hrolf as the second one here. And his list is a little more challenging, but you do get a lot of things going with it. So let me bring that and put it into the chat for you guys, so it's going to be a little easier.
Does it use your action?
No, it does not. No, you have to use it. It's a companion. It's like you guys having legendary actions. So basically, he has 3 around that recharge. As a group, at the end of your turn, you can use one of them. So in this case, you can either have him use one action to assist, or you can use, for the cost of 2 actions, have him do an attack on something. And the way I'll play that is that he is close to whatever sort of target that you guys designate in the moment, and then he disappears out of the fray. So they're like virtual combatants in that respect, and so they are. Yeah, you're using their actions to bolster yourselves, if that makes sense. But obviously, you only get 3 actions around from him, 1 from Sadi. So it's kind of sorry. So yeah, you've got those to work with in your pool as a group, if that makes sense. So you've got to share them. So play nice, but you can use him for these extras if you feel like, I really want the assist on this one. You can, and so on and so forth, as this is going on.
He's on like death's door, right?
He is not but when he's in this sort of companion mode, the story is that it keeps him. Yeah, you're not using him as a normal combatant, if that makes sense. So he has a bit more plot armor this way around, if that makes sense. But it's kind of like he's in the thick of it, but he is semi under your control in that respects, unless I state otherwise, if that makes sense, which I would do. But this is your B team that you have now. You've got to get used to this because there'll be more and more of these things as time goes on. But they're the key ones that you've got for now, and it probably would help if I gave you quickly showing you Sidi's one as well. Sidi's one as well. So yeah, she can administer a first aid to an unconscious or dying creature within 5 feet. So we just make it that she is in the area, and then if she makes a wisdom 10, it's successful. She can heal she can get someone back up if that rolls reasonably. Is the best way of putting it. it might be useful. Will be the best way of putting it. So I believe at that point then, I'm just going to clear the images down, and I will begin the combat then. Once has everybody rolled in? Well, we just got one wolf
Iwan,
to
but
remove
she wouldn't be
in the turn order.
combatant yet.
Yeah, there we go. That will take her out, and everybody else is in the correct order. And this will be the beginning. And I believe, Zisa, you are the first to react as you see Blythe running up in front of you all in those moments as a flurry of arrows are sort of starting to make their way down onto the group as all this is going on. But you are the first to react. The way it works out, the ones that are in the sort of open skins are sort of your enemies, would be the best way of putting it. And the ones on the ship would be the other side of it.
What's going on with this lady?
She is one of your from some sailors from the ship. So she's on your side.
She's an ally.
It's ally. Your tall folk ally. So 4 allies left against a bunch of these other open-shirted raiders would be the best way of putting it.
Okay. Zisa gives a look to Hrolf, knowing that telling him to be careful or to stay safe or anything like that does not matter. So she just gives a terse nod and will, again, Naruto run in this direction. You see she's very swift. She runs to there, and as she does, she does the same thing that she did before casting sleep, except she swipes across her other eye, and then will flick it forward, and she will cast sleep again because these are flesh and blood.
They definitely look like flesh and blood raiders to me.
Yeah. So
And to you, yeah.
I will put it right there.
No problem. Go for it. In the moment, 29. That is going to be good, damn good on that one. So it goes from the most down, doesn't it?
It goes from the lowest to the top.
It goes from the lowest up. Okay, bear with me. The lowest one. So that will use up 7 of it, as that one will go to sleep. Once again, do we have a sleep in here somewhere? Unconscious, that'll be the one. Okay, so that one is down. The next one is this one, and he will go. That's another 7, so that is 14 done. And there you are. Unconscious as well. The 4th one has low hit points, but this will be another 7 here. So that one will also go down. And I believe the last one will still be up. As these last 2 are still up as this is all going on. Okay, yeah, easily. So 3 down in as the sleep spell takes hold in the moment.
Yeah, so you see Zisa run forward, swipe across her eyelid, and then just point, and 3 of the men just drop.
Yeah, people look round in the moment as they're not used to that kind of magic in the moments as well. That kind of freaks them out a little bit as this is all going on. But yeah, that is that. Any other movement, or are you all done at that point?
I am all done. I don't think I have any bonus actions.
Okay, no problem. Next on the list will be Luna. She will attempt to make an attack. Let's see how she's going to do. Wielding her axe. And with a 16 for 3, she will be able to hit this guy. And we'll do 3 damage. And you just hear Hrolf say, "Shield wall!" And you just see like the well-trained group of raiders that they are, the ones that are nearby to each other, sort of start to interlock each other and trying to pull themselves together as a shield wall. So these guys are all sort of interlinked and trying to use their shields as block, giving themselves extra AC in the moments. And that will be that. Hodor, you're next to react as this is all going on.
Hodor will start running towards. Did he get there? Ah, he just gets there. Brilliant. And very unexpectedly from probably anyone, he is gonna be holding his spear up and he's gonna stab that guy.
Okay, running in and going to go for the stab. Oh. I
And we
don't
learn
think.
why he does not.
And yeah, he does not manage to stab him in the moment as this is going on.
I used all my energy running until I got there tired. I was like,
And just ran out of go
Completely,
at that point. That is fair enough on that one. Okay. As far as the sleep spell goes, they don't shake it off in any way, Conrad. They just stay asleep. Is that correct?
Yeah, until somebody does something to wake them
No
up.
problem.
So
Thank you.
basically, they just lose consciousness, and so I guess maybe like in an hour or something like that, if we wanted to play it as if like they had basically death saved. I guess.
No problem. We can definitely come back round to that.
I forgot to say I pulled out my shield at the same time, so I do have my shield up for basic stuff.
Okay, no problem.
Should we use Rolf's action after Hodor's thing?
That's up to you guys. You have to do it at the end of your at the end of your turns to make sure the actions occur. So.
Also, James, are you sure he isn't supposed to be in the turn order?
Not in this case. We're using him as B team stuff at the moment. So you're using him as his companion actions, if that makes sense. You're not using him in his literal sense.
Yeah. Okay.
We got 2 people on this dude here. We could maybe put him over here and attack this guy, maybe.
Certainly could. Are you going to use the 2 of his 3 actions at the end of Hodor's turn here? At the end of Hodor's turn. Are you going to go for that on that one, Jess, or are you going to wait on him for others to use him up?
Use our lad.
Yeah, you can do. You don't have to. Like I said, you can wait. Certainly.
No, I'll wait to
See
get
how
a
it plays
better
out.
idea of how badly this is going to go.
No problem. No problem. Next raider on the list will be asleep. So Baldor, you are next.
Yes. Again, I will move a little bit closer. Take out my hand axe.
Mm-hmm.
Say die as I will throw it.
You're throwing it at this one. Okay.
This guy, yeah.
14 is good enough with these guys. So you do 8 damage to him. Yeah, he takes a nasty, nasty hit in the moment. Anything else on Baldor's turn?
Can I move back again?
No problem. No problem. Anything else on your turn, or is Baldor done?
I will yell at the others. Come on, get them!
Okay. Next. Raid Archer, first one. Okay. This one will be attacking the big target and see how it does with the assist that it gets from the nearby. So let's see how it does on this one. 23 for 6 as an arrow lands in Zia, catching your large tall folk friend in the moment.
No, I'm attached to her for no reason.
That arrow has flown a good 150 feet and caught her perfectly. Okay, that is done. Next on the list is Sleep. Blythe, you are next on the list. You're seeing, members of your clan dying, some sleeping, others attacking, and it's all going down in the moment.
So
the only man you recognize is the one, literally on the boat at the moment. The rest you haven't noticed any man.
Did react to the fact of banging my shield.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. He did. He reacted in that the archers then continued on firing as he gave the order to fire.
He sounds delightful.
I think that Blythe would charge and knock Hodor out the way for attacking this guy.
Well, it's certainly easy enough to do. Hodor is not much of a a thing in your way on that front as you come running in.
Not holding the door very well.
It only took 2 sessions for that joke.
I thought we made it last session.
Probably will be carrying it. It would be many a time, I'm sure.
And I'm like, stop! Why are you? What are you doing? And then I'll turn to the guy here, and I was like, wow, why are you attacking? What's the reason? Why are you doing this?
And he's just wild-eyed in the moment and thrashing as this is all going on.
Wild-eyed as in crazy, or
It's in
attacking?
battle. I would. It's hard to say in the moment.
I need to use my action to no.
Mental health.
You can definitely do an insight check if you wish, but you will take your action
He
to
needs
do it.
to
Yeah.
use his action to assess the situation.
Yes.
I certainly do. This is
Risk assessment, please.
Roll for risk assessment.
In the proper format, if you would.
not bad, but
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're exhausted. I forgot.
I am.
Okay. So yes, It's hard to say in the moment, but it's the midst of combat is the honest truth. Blind as this is all going on.
Oh, but get yourself together, will you?
And it's you're staying put now. You have to move at least one space to one side of.
I was trying to charge.
Okay. I'll give it to
out
you.
the way.
You've pushed him to one side. I'll give you that.
That was
Wasn't
my
that,
entire...
isn't that contested athletics?
Kind of, but he's so frail. I'm not too concerned. Is the honest truth. As that goes on, then we will continue down the list. We will have another one of these further off raiders will be trying to fire at your tall folk friend. They will get the assist from their nearby ally and incoming. Turning it into a crit. Okay, and another 4 as this is going on.
It didn't roll the second die.
It didn't
see
roll the
one.
second die. Yeah, on that one.
And a 20. I see both.
No, the
Oh,
on the
yeah.
damage. Yeah, it just did the plus 2 on that one. Yeah, that is a little that was a little weird. I'll double it. It's fine on that front. As you watch as your tall folk friend dies in the moments as that's going on. Right.
Off her companion action.
We use it on Hannah.
As this is going on, then the next on the list will be Golvaskar, and yes, the man at the front of the boat will start to cast something in the moment, and we will see how that is going to play out. 1 second, as he is going to do this one. Let's see. On that one, as he will call down lightning, and
Whoa.
the template will be not quite there. Let's have a look. The template would end up. Oh, it's bigger than this anyway, but basically it's going to be covering this nice little area around here. He's not too concerned with the two he's catching on that front as this is going on. So I need a dexterity saving throw, please, from Hodor and Blythe in this area, and I will do the rest. 16. Okay. So you are going to take half the of
Blythe.
this. Yeah. So you're going to be taking half of.
Oh my god.
Half of 18. So yes, on that one. And anyone that fails will be taking the full amount on that front.
Yeah.
9.
I don't need to roll for the others.
18.
They cannot survive.
I also cannot survive. Goodbye.
You are unconscious in the moment. Yes.
Everything went so dark very quickly.
Oh, James.
I like that noise.
You've orphaned a wolf. How do you feel, James?
I have orphaned a wolf in the moment. Yeah.
James, my feature would kick in.
What is your feature, sir? Let's see
I
what.
get inspiration.
Oh,
I thrive on death.
you thrive on
There's
death as this is all going on.
0, I get an inspiration dice, and I can have multiple of them.
Oh, there you go. And as
I
you've
also
got,
have a thing that kicks in
go ahead.
where I can roll a
that's
hit
it.
dice and just get it back.
Oh yeah, you're a truss, right?
Get 10 hit points back. Okay.
So as the lightning sort of catches him and he looks like he's falling, you see his eyes go purple in the moment, and then there's a little bit of like powered lightning around him, and then he stays up in the moment as this is all going on.
Double check if it's I come back with 1 hit point or the amount of hit dice.
That's very fair. Yeah. We'll see how that is going on. As that goes on, then he's done. Which is good.
He did enough.
He definitely did enough on that one. Okay, this raider is around, and yes, he will be start his run, and he's going to make his way to Zisa. As the others are down, as this is on that front, and he's going to attempt to hit you around the head. Let's see how he's going to do. And with an 8, I would imagine he will be missing in the moments as this is going on.
Zisa legitimately just slightly turns her upper body while maintaining eye contact as he...
No, okay. Next on the list, that one is dead. It's marked as dead, so it's a little easier. Next one on the list. This one is dead as well. Zia is down. Ambushing Raiders down. Frida, you are next on the list as all this is happening. So you've just seen this giant lightning storm appear, wipe a bunch of people out. Some are still up, others are not, and it's looking rough out here right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to clarify quickly, sorry, Joseph. I'm Jamie. I get my whatever I roll plus my constitution, so I'm back at full health.
Well, there you go. So the power of whatever magic keeps him going. You got to think there's got to be reasons why you have all of this, guys. But you carry on powering through.
Right. Okay. So Frida will take out her battle axe, and she'll put her shield on, which I haven't actually mentioned. It's not any Raider clan logos or that sort of thing. It's a scythe with a backdrop of like green grass, basically. So it's very weird to not have a clan.
Yeah, not to have your clan symbol on it is kind of odd. Even these guys have got a strange symbol on theirs, but yeah.
And she'll run up. And she'll use her inspiration, because why not? Because I get
absolutely.
Of these.
Why not? Use
attack.
the feature.
For 18 for 11 damage.
18 for 11 damage. Okay, on that one. And as he only has 10 hit points to his name, this one will also be dead.
Just a huge swing, just decapitates him, and she run past and run towards these.
Fair enough.
Those guys are unconscious, so you don't.
They are unconscious. Yes, yeah. But
I can't do anything anyways.
No.
Only one attack.
Level one. Next on the list is going to be another one of the archers at the back with the assist. He will attack the next person on the line, who would be, I guess, at this point, Frida. Then, as from the distance that we're at. Okie dokie. 1 second. So let's bring up his sheet. See how he's going to do. And he's going to roll a 17, not a crit.
Misses.
There we go. So as the arrow comes flying by, but will miss in the moment.
I think you said with the assist. Does that not give advantage?
No, they would be at disadvantage if they weren't getting the assist at the distance. There. So this is this is long stuff as this is going on. Next one we'll be doing, I guess, the same in the moment here as this is all going on. And that one will be another 17, so I'm guessing missing again, Frida, in the moment.
She catches both in her shield. She's ducking behind it.
Okay. No problem. As that is going on, next on the list, I will be Router at the bottom of the turn order.
Yay! She will bonus action rage, because why not? I will target myself this time.
Might just take the damage off you.
No, it did something. No.
You've taken the rage on? Oh, you've put it back on. There we go.
Yeah, I've put it on.
Excellent. Good.
And then I'm gonna run.
Oh, just slightly on the positioning. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. I'll dash to here and not. Oh no, they're all unconscious.
That group are unconscious. Yes, as this is going on. However, there are the arrows flying in from above.
They are
Yeah.
asleep.
Unfortunately, yes. Yeah. I guess we will be going to the top of the turn order.
Sorry.
That's all right. Anything else? Or-
If I bonus act. No, I dashed with my action, so I have 20 more feet of movement. Do I go round or just? Yeah, I'll go that way.
Okay, no problem. If that is all done, we will have top of the turn order. Top of the turn order, the ship begins to move further off as this is all going on. Whoop.
Oh no, everyone
They're all stuck in the water.
Yes, they're all stuck in the water. As that all happens, but yes, Zisa, you are next on the turn order.
Okay. I don't think I can make it there. Sorry, I'm just measuring.
That's okay. Yeah, there's a lot of distance on this map. I do understand.
Yeah. So, Zisa will run to here again, very swiftly.
Mm-hmm.
Where they're stuff, and let's see if I can't do something. Can't friggin' see.
Is it because of the clouds, or what's holding
No,
you back?
my map wasn't zoomed out enough, so
Ah.
I went to drag the
No, that's all right.
measurement tool, and it
Ah.
wasn't enough. They're 5 feet away from me being able to do anything.
Oh man. Oh yeah. It's the sod's law.
Zisa runs up, skids to stop, and as if she's gonna do something, does some quick calculations, and her arms drop to the side, and she's actually just going to drop prone.
Okay, drop prone in the moment, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, that is officially done. Next on the list, Runa is dead. Hodor, you're still up at the moment, aren't you?
I have 1 HP.
Oof, okay.
How dead do I have to be to activate little girl?
Well, yeah, you would have to be you would have to be unconscious, and then others would do it for you on that
cool.
front. But no, yeah, she could have brought you back up if you had dropped. But you
okay.
are
We can do that for Blythe, though. For Blythe.
He is still up. Yeah, both of
yeah, I
both.
forgot.
Yeah, magic powers are magic powers galore
fine.
right now are kicking in.
I'm just.
Yeah, you would have never seen anything like what just happened next to you, Hodor, as well.
Yeah.
That is incredibly unusual for someone to. Yeah, that's
I got
not
literally
that's
got
not
an
human.
arrow sticking out my chest.
Yeah. I also
I'm fine,
forgot
though.
what spell.
Yeah.
forgot what spells I have, so I could have helped myself in that moment, but I didn't. So sucks to suck.
Oh.
Anyway.
Well, yeah, he has to learn in combat. Yes.
Yeah. Just trying to see a few things. Guess I'm gonna have to use my last spell to just do cure wounds on myself. I thought that's what I would do in the moment. So Hodor's going to, if it can be heard over the horrors of everything, Hodor's going to break one of his fingers.
Oof.
And as it does, black kind of tendrils follow up his arm, and that will be what heals was him.
Okay, so this sort of black energy is making its way up him. Yeah, nothing disturbing happening on this beach whatsoever.
Oh, absolutely no, but it is a horrible
visage in
cracks.
battle.
I don't know
Yeah.
if Blade next. yeah. So yeah, I got 7 on that. So
No, fair enough.
stop hearing my own heartbeat. That's lovely.
There you go.
Cool. Yeah, that's my action. Just getting myself back up.
Any movement, or are you staying put?
I like the idea of having strong people I know next to me, so I'll stay where I am.
Okay, no problem. Next on the list, this one is asleep. We don't have to deal with that. That one is asleep. Baldo, you're on next on the list.
Yes. Are these rocks sticking out? a little
Absolutely,
bit?
yeah. There's like a drop of about 15, 20 feet down to the water, the most, off the rocks there, off the cliff
And
edge.
these
They're
are
not
actually
providing cover.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking
These
for.
certainly would be these would definitely be providing cover. Yeah, these are all below you, if that makes sense.
Yeah, in that case, I'm gonna make a run for it and dash, and just like duck behind cover.
Okay, with the sleeping form of one of these guys next to you, snoring soundly as this is all going on. Okay, no
We're doing
problem.
great. Charge!
And then that guy wakes up because you yelled directly in his ear.
All right, next one. One of the archers. What would be the clearest target in the moment? I think it's got to be. It's going to be between. I'm kind of thinking Rauda might be taking a shot as she's running towards the burning sort of
Yes.
ships.
Bright red target, yes.
Yes, I was going to say.
There's also a guy who was struck by lightning and is still standing.
That again, true.
Yeah.
It's a bit freaky sauce. There's a lot going on in the moment, but yeah. So this one is going to attempt to get Rauda in the second. Let's see how that's going to go down with the assist. Let's see how that goes for straight shot. No joy on that one. Next on the list is a sleepy fellow and Blythe. So yeah, the purple crackling energy around you dulls down and you you breathe heavy in the moment.
It wasn't expected. I start tying this guy up.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
I can't bring myself to attack my own clansman.
fair enough. Yeah, you start to tie up the sleeping form of this guy as this is
Please,
going on.
don't kill them. He seemed crazy in the moment.
Okay, as that goes on, next on the list, another archer from the boat. Rauda, another shot will be incoming. Let's see how this one's going to do with the assist. Any better luck? 19. That's a bit better for 19 for 8.
I'll hit. Yes.
Yes, I suppose that does help maintain the
that's
rage in the
rage.
moment.
Yes, the
Okay.
raged barbarian with somebody
done it.
sleeping right next to it.
Nice.
Would be good.
Okay. Next on the list, Golvassar. What is he going to do in the moment? Let's have a quick think on that one. I think he is going to. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. He just he's you don't hear much, but there's like there's a look of frustration on his face, and he seems to be ordering the ship away as this is all happening. Next on the list, Frida, around to you.
Yeah, Frida is more annoyed at the cowards fleeing.
Yeah, they seem to be. There seems to be the ship is just going
Yes,
right now.
Baldo. She has noticed Baldo, don't worry.
Always watch.
Oh, this will 100% not work, but she is going because it's just in range. She's gonna lob a javelin at disadvantage.
Nice.
That's how frustrated she is at these people just.
At which
leaving.
one? The big guy or one of the
No.
archers?
Yeah, aim for the
What?
caster.
I can't reach the caster. I can just reach this one.
Okay. go for it.
Disadvantage. Yep. 11?
11 on this archer guy. You watch as he gets impaled and pierced and falls into the water.
You see an absolute, just this mightier strength of just, woof, 100 feet of javelin just impales this guy.
And there's a start as this as the guy at the front of the ship sees that happen. Another one of the rowers has to get up and get into his place in the moment. But yes, you definitely caught one, and they have fallen to their death in the sea. Another archer.
Perfectly 120 feet.
In this case, this will be Frida incoming at yourself. Let's see how if he can return the favor. That's short bow incoming. With a 12, I'm guessing no dice.
Straight into the shield. So you can see this coming.
You've thrown the javelin, caught that guy, and then taken a shot on the on that side. And then another one will be attempting with Rauda, and let's see how that's going to go. Has the assist, so evens it out. Let's see how that's going to be. I'm assuming a 14, not so much.
Misses.
Okay, yes. So as this is all going on, bringing us to Rauda's turn.
Are we following them or just being stranded?
We need that boat.
I think we can get that boat.
Runs into the water.
Okay, fair enough.
Swim.
Starts to swim.
Dash. Get as far as you can.
Fair enough. As the turn order will kick to the top of the turn order as this is going on. As the boat will be moving on the clock, it will be pulling further and further away from you guys in the moment. So I suppose my question really is there anyone that can change the dynamic in this in some form on this round to stop
moving them
the
away,
boat?
so I can't.
I know.
Want to? You keep putting them far away from me.
I know. They keep on sailing, but yeah, I just need to know. Yeah, is there anyone that's got anything far distance that will get about 150 to 200 feet? Is what I need. Anyone got anything left? Is what I need to know.
No, I will, however, run up to like here somewhere and just say, "Oh darn it, they're out of range."
You just get like the stinkiest side eye from Frida, just like she knows what you're doing.
You see Zisa run past you, and she's running up to the boat, and she skids to a stop, and you saw her do prestidigitation to dry Hrolf's beard, and now she's using it to snuff out flames, but she's just doing it repeatedly, trying to save as much of the boat as she can.
Yeah.
And as she can, she's moving forward, and she's just every 6 seconds, prestidigitation.
No problem.
Can't snuff out, quote unquote, a small campfire.
Yeah, correct. I will give you this. Visually wise, you know it's beyond saving as this is going on, but you might be able to at least save some of the materials.
That's exactly. I'm saving materials and saving goods that we need to, survive. Hrolf still needs to be healed. We have food on the boat, so she knows the boat's a loss.
I'll help with druidcraft and do the same thing.
No problem. So yeah, as this will go on, you guys start to try and put out the flames. You see the boats disappearing further and further off. I'm assuming the rest of you are tying up these guys that are left as this sort of scene progresses. But Hrolf is basically runs up not too long after Frida and sort of is yelling at the top of his lungs at the at this retreating boat and just calling them all manner of horrible names, mostly something to do with cowardness. And he's incredibly displeased as this is all going on. But yeah, you guys, you've basically got the bodies of all of your comrades that were on 2 ships worth of men that were left, and now there are nothing but you a small child, Rolf, and what you can carry on your backs as this is all going on. It seems like Rolf takes a few moments, and he seems very he's breathing heavily anyway because he's been bleeding badly as this is all going on. But he looks around and just he says, "We'll have to go across land, find a way, and make our way to somewhere where we can get a hold of a ship again and travel that way." And then he's literally looking around at the bodies of your fallen comrades, and he's like, "We need to rest first, and then figure out what we're doing after that."
In the giant orb that we had the little visions, was that looking on this island?
You did
Yeah,
definitely
I-
see
I
some things from this
specifically-
end.
Yeah.
There was
We
other villages.
specifically saw a place on this island to go to if we follow the river.
Correct. Yeah, you definitely were aware that there was a town of some description on this island. You knew it was a few days trek north from what you saw in the visions as this is all sort of going on. But yeah, you guys begin to sort of make a brief camp, a few rations and bits and bobs.
He's grabbing this guy and slapping him awake. Once he's tied up. Wake up!
What you doing?
Iron's just growling next to me. This guy. Why? Why did you attack?
You're traitors, all of you. Traitors, we've been told. We were told to
Why?
kill. What have you done?
We're not traitors. We literally. What are we doing? We come here to try and.
So the Volve, the seers of the land, have asked you guys to come here to actually just find whatever's going on, but we were told to kill anyone that come to this place. It's cursed.
The Valve told
You're
us to come here.
cursed. No.
Cursed, am I?
Yeah.
Look at
I
me.
saw things. I've heard things from people now. No, we cannot trust you. And he's sort of looking at you're one of the mainlanders, aren't you? Meaning you're one of the main clan rather than one of the outliers like they are.
What are you talking about? And I told him machine like bang against it. He's like,
The Witch King has bewitched all of you, surely. We know that now. It's what we've been told.
by who?
By the lords, by the leaders of ours. We were told to come here and avenge our fallen and take out anyone that sought the cursed tower.
What fallen? What has happened to war?
Been taken over by the Witch King. And basically, he's basically saying that, your clan are in theory, are taken over by the, by basically a lord of evil. Would be what he was saying. It doesn't make any sense. What he's saying doesn't make sense.
Can I no, I've done this. I'm not gonna do it again. I think he's.
You can now because you're not under pressure of time. You can make another insight check and see where he's at on that front.
Be a disadvantage though.
I know.
Oh, a 19.
No.
But a disadvantage becomes.
A 12. Okay. I will give it to you. You think he isn't lying. He believes what he is saying. The Red Witches, you're all cursed. This place is cursed. This is what we've been told. This is what
Place.
you must die.
I do think this place does seem a bit cursed, to be honest, but we are not traitors. We're not traitors in any kind of fashion.
But you're with these
We've come
others.
here, we've tried.
They're not Wa. And this is the
Not Wa,
first
but
time that
they're trying
anyone.
to
Yeah,
stop
this is the rest of you. This is the first time you're hearing that they're clearly talking as if they're from the same clan. This will be the first sort of hint to the rest of you, if that makes sense.
They may not be Wa, but I've been traveling with them for months. They're trustworthy. They're trying to save us from Ragnarok. It's coming.
He tries to spit in your face. He's not believing a word of it.
You know that what the giant's called.
The Jotun.
Jotun.
Jotun. You know the Jotun on return.
He laughs out loud as you say on that one.
You know
You trade myth over the Witch King.
It's not myth. We've seen it with our own eyes.
Lies.
He says.
And he's just he's struggling at his binds, but he's well tied up, but he's not having any of it, Blythe, in the moment as this is going
Blythe,
on.
I think these are a lost cause. I think we should just dispose of them.
Just dispose of them, man. I won't kill my clansmen.
No, you're right. That
I
means
will.
they'll end up in the haunts of the slain. We should just throw them into the water and let that be their end.
Or just throw them into the fire that
Harolf
they have
agrees with you,
started.
Rauder, on that one. Agreed. They don't deserve anything more. Attacking when you're under the protection of the Volve is cursed by anyone. Do you recognize any of them, Blythe? They're clearly from your lot.
I don't.
No, you don't.
Yes.
Barring the leader that you haven't said about that.
Did they grow? Did you grow up in war, or were you brung there with the Witch King?
He doesn't answer on that one. He's confused as he's looking at you. But he's just angry.
While this is happening, Zisa is she's still putting out the flames and calls for Baldur to come grab some of the heavier things off of the ship as she gets the flames out of the way so we can start unloading the items that we need.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh,
You're
sure,
definitely saving some rations and some travel camp gear, the normal sort of things that would be useful for travel as this is going on. You don't think you're gonna? Well, you could stop the whole of the husk of this thing burning out. But it's looking like you're going to be saving more than you would have as this is kind of going on.
Yeah, I think as Zisa goes, she's kind of analytically figuring out that like the ship is just not going to sail anymore, and we probably can't even redeem enough wood to create another ship. So she's now going for items that we need, items that can be carried, not to unload us.
Yeah,
to
I'm thinking
overburden us,
in
basically.
terms of like bed rolls, mess kits.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So she's going for that stuff.
No problem as this sort of goes on. I suppose the question sort of comes. You sort of interrogate them for a while, but you don't get much more out of them, Blythe. They don't believe you, is probably the best way of putting it. And what their story is telling is that their part of the clan was fine, but your part of the clan is literally been taken over by the Witch King, which it seems impossible. But yeah, they think that you guys are cursed as they've been told, basically.
We heard Blythe call out a name, right? Like that wasn't... He called out a specific name to the boat.
You did shout out, didn't you, Blythe, at one point, didn't you, to him to stop, didn't you?
Yeah, but I shouted in Welsh.
They do all speak technically the same language on that front.
It
The
doesn't
Raiders,
matter. It was a name.
Yeah,
It didn't matter anyway.
He shouted out, and he did shout out a what you would suggest Frida would be a name.
Yeah, Blythe, you yelled a name at the boat. You clearly know these people.
Well, I knew somebody on the boat, yes. I don't
Who
know
is he
these
to your
people.
clan?
He is the second leader.
Yeah, he would be second under the Jarl, is the best way of putting it.
What was the y'all's name?
Your Jarl, 1 second. That is on the other page in here. 1 second. Where did we put War? So many clans. Where was War?
Every time you say "wow," I just hear it in Wallaweedy.
Wah!
That's the
I'm a war. I'm a gonna win.
Clan War. The Jarl would be Alarthis Vestum. Okay.
Jarl Vestum.
We're going to have to keep apologizing, but we're going to be butchering these kind of names for months as this is going on.
I, for one, can't wait.
Yes, we'll work through it. But yes, that is technically the head there. I've popped in the chat for you there.
Okay, so Vestum, probably calling it.
Vestum is probably the easiest way.
This Jarl Vestum, he works underneath. He's second.
Somebody that high up in a clan would know that they shouldn't attack people protected by the Volve. It's
traitorous.
If
That's
this,
definitely traitorous. Herolf is convinced of.
Did you not hear the man? He said that there was a Witch King that's taken over. It's obviously.
They're being lied to. They're being lied to, or persuaded. It's crazy.
Coerced, I think, more. So it didn't seem like they were rational about it, and he won't tell me anything. He doesn't seem to know who I am.
Your clan have certainly made a mark this day. And he sort of he looks around. He sits down to try and rest for a little bit.
I'd rather find out the reasoning before declaring war. Traitor clan.
We will figure things out. We've got more pressing problems. We're in the middle of nowhere at a magical tower without a ship, without a banner for it, for that matter.
And we have a child.
Yes, and we now have cargo as well. Yes.
We have a snack if worse comes to worse.
Everyone's chuckled. She's awkwardly like, as this is going on. As the sort of the next few hours pass, as this is all going on, and you guys get a short rest in, and you obviously start piling up bits and bobs. Herolf will start silently and quietly preparing the bodies for a little bit. He starts to drag a few here and there as this starts going on, and then he looks after a little while of doing it. He sort of looks around to you all and he says, I'm going to make a pyre, and I'm going to burn them with the honor that they should get. If anyone's willing to help, I would be obliged.
I would offer to help, and I would quietly say to him,
I like to remember the dead. Is it alright if I take a token from each of them?
It doesn't stop them moving into the halls of the slain.
yeah, I want a tooth from each of them, please.
Oh.
I've decided on this. How many dead are there? I need to add it to my tally.
No, that's fair enough. There's 4 of your comrades, and there are 3, I believe, of the enemy as well. So
I'll take theirs as well. I'll take theirs as well. So they now have multiple teeth. Cool.
That tall folk tooth is going to be massive.
It's going to be a big chunky one.
It'll be one of my favourites.
So Jamie, sorry, what's Blythe up to? Sorry.
I said I was about to ask Herolf if we could burn my clansmen also. Even though they betrayed us, they still died a warrior's death, which is what they want.
These 3 haven't.
These 3, I would strip them of the markings of the clan, like maybe any clothes they have, cloak, anything like that, and shields, and burn them so they don't have any bearing back to war.
Herolf is kind of like, they are traitors, you know that. They have literally attacked members of that are under the Valley of the Volve, under their control. I can't think of putting them on the pyre. They need to be hurled into the sea. They don't deserve any life in on the beyond. They should be given to the serpents.
He shall die a traitor's death. And one by one, take them over to the cliff edge here and just chuck them in.
Well, before we get to the first one, Zisa will come up and say, "Wait, if I may." And then she takes the leather armor off of one of them and says, "This would be a waste if I were not to wear it." "Okay, go ahead." And then she goes back.
That is fair. Yeah, no one is stopping you in there as this is going on. But
I'll help Blythe.
so yeah, so the dead bodies are chucked into the sea, and then the ones that are tied up. What's going on with those guys?
You're chucking in the sea.
They're going in as well. Okay, so yeah, they're going to all be.
I'll place them for Blythe to do, so he can honor his clansman. Would be the one to do it.
Sorry, but you know the law. I throw them in.
Okay.
Are any of them wearing studded leather or just the wearing?
No, yeah, they are only. There is leather and shield. Is the honest truth. There are a few arrows amongst some of them as well. That might be useful.
Chuck them in the water. I need arrows.
Yeah, you can. I'm going to say that these things are the sort of things that you guys will be taking off of them. There are also.
Will pull one out of her shoulder and just give it to you.
There are the skegox as well, which is the bludgeoning / axe weapons that you could have if any of you want any of those. But yeah, you strip them of everything before they are unceremoniously popped, as raiders do with their enemies, into the seas and gotten rid of. And Harolf will be fairly quiet for a while, as he will help start making the pyre for the evening as well for the slain from your side. Your very large, tall folk friend Zia is placed alongside many of your other comrades that were, they've been on the travels for the last few weeks with you as this is all going on. Some of the wood from the ship starts to be placed in place to actually be used as well as this is all going on, and then. Harolf will slowly but surely start to be lighting the pyre as this is all going on, and you guys stand around solemnly for a little bit as this is going on, and you guys will, after helping put all this together, you slowly have the scene as the night sort of is starting to come in and the darkness is coming on around you. This fire that you built, and the bodies will be burning as. You're starting to think of them moving from this world into the halls of the slain. They'll at least be honoured. They died a good death, so it's certainly strange for Sila seeing this as this is going on. But she realises it's a solemn moment as all that is going on. But yeah, you watch your bodies of your comrades as their forms burn in this great pyre. The orange and red flames consume all. The light is bright and harsh as mist is forming where there's a tiny little bit of snowfall in the air that seems to be being heated by whatever's going on. I need everyone to make me a wisdom perception check, please.
If I'm not around at this thing, I suppose.
Yeah, you know, if you're not going to be anywhere near any of this, you don't have to take the roll. That's no problem. On that one.
Frida would be saying a sort of prayer to Thonia to allow them to pass.
Okay, fair enough. Have we had everybody there? We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, and obviously no Blythe in this moment at this point. Okay, so Rauda and Frida and Zisa, you three will see in the fire and in the bright and the glow, you will see appearing within the glow of the fire 3 women, like with large bird-like wings tucked tight against their bodies. Their long hair erupts from behind them, almost like flame itself. Where they reach for the burning corpses within the fire, and almost with like a beat of their wings, you suddenly see them carrying something off, and then with a blink, it seems like that image sort of almost disappears, as if it was almost never there in amongst all of this as this is going on.
There'll just be a single tear from Rauda, and she doesn't look sad. She looks frustrated at seeing that.
Zisa, as this is going on for you, falling down on one side, something is floating down from the air and then slowly lands in front of you. It appears to be a feather.
Zisa would bend and pick it up.
As you do, you suddenly, your vision blanks for a moment, and in your mind's eye, you get a brief glimpse of gentle waters, a silvery sea, and a stunning looking beach. There is warmth and peace here, and then your vision drops back into the moment, and you're just holding this feather.
She would tuck the feather into her sleeve.
Okay, fair enough. And yeah, I think at this point, guys, that you would be able to watch these things go on for into the night as the pyre will burn down, and yeah, the charred corpses of the longships will bob in the waters of the Serpent Sea as you guys will be able to take a long rest for the night as this is all going on. Harolf stares out for some time at the ruined ships and then grumbles, there's nothing to be done about it then. There's a place I heard about. It's off to the north. I know it's called Nowhere. We need to find ourselves another ship and get back to the Volve. What do you say? We are what's left. We will have to make the trek across land and see what we can do. Are you willing to join me in that?
Yes.
Well,
Without hesitation, yes.
I'm not dying unless it's in battle, so I will keep going until the end.
Well, we need to get back on the road, find a ship, and see how we'll do.
I mean, yes, our heroic venture must continue.
Riddle will just nod, but like very firmly and confidently.
Yeah.
That is something that we wanted to tell you. When we went into the tower, we learned much.
Now's the
table,
time.
It showed us visions. Some of what will come, some of what is, some of what could be. One of the things that we saw was this Nowhere, if it is to the north, as you say. We follow the river. We can find it. There are tall folk, and there are ships.
Good. I knew there was. I knew there were a trading group, and I knew there would be something. But the fact that you're even having seen things, even from that place, as he looks back at the tower, that probably is a good sign. You saw visions
more.
of more then.
Yeah, we saw what we believe was a Jotun, far to the north, making its way through the trees, possibly heading south.
Yeah,
We don't know to what end.
that's okay. Yeah, you explained that they were in the mountains of Turinfall, and he rubs his scruffy beard for a while, and thinks on that for a few moments, and he says, "The Jotun are like myth, but if Ragnarok is around the corner, they must be too. I, for one, would believe what you saw."
We saw what could have been the beginning of Ragnarok, and then we saw what the land would be like after. That was when the child touched the table.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But I was asked to. She sort of perks. perks up at the moment on that one. And yeah, she talks with him a little while, and they talk through. Your wolf, Blythe, has barely left her side most of the time, if that makes sense. Seems to be quite attached already to her. Would be the best way of putting it as this is going on. But visitors come here in time. It's not unheard of, but for someone to appear in this tower at the place where the Volve said there would be things to find, important things to stop or change the course of things. Maybe she is one of them, I don't know, but it's for them to decide. We will take her with us, obviously, and we will find out more. And then, yeah, you fill him in on everything else that you saw, and yeah, go through the events of the tower. And
Show him the metal head.
Yeah, and yeah, he's very, very perplexed by that. But well, maybe the Volve can shed some light on this as well, as this is a very strange thing. As he sort of turns it over in his hands and sort of looks at it for a moment. It's at that point the dying embers of the campfire or the pyre that is now sort of dying down in the night as this is going on. It crackles and splutters and then becomes unnaturally quiet for a moment. And then a face forms in the flames. It appears to be the face of that silver-haired figure that you have in your possession, or Hrolf does in the moments as this is going on. The man appears frustrated, though not angry, as he tries to speak, yet his mouth does not move. The head turns and shakes and looks back at you all, his eyes tracking across and then settling on the little girl. His eyes widen, and with the stitched mouth, it looks almost like it tries to smile for a moment. Then the fire explodes in a brilliant blaze of soaring fire that flies up 10 feet into the air. A kaleidoscope of colours erupts, briefly splashing fiery light around everywhere in every colour imaginable. And then you see an image. A great ship sits beneath the sky with no stars. An upside-down tower rises from a field of lava, and then a massive serpent rises from the ground in this image. There is then a whoosh as the fire then dulls back down, and the flames dull to almost nothing from the embers of the pyre, and as that is quickly over in the moments. And I think, guys, this is where we will we will call it for tonight, as we will be moving on from these events next time, I think. But yeah, well done, everyone. Well done. I think we will call it there, and yeah, we will be on our travels to nowhere next time, as that'll be the next thing. But yeah, well done. I shall stop the stream there.
We're going nowhere.
You're going to nowhere. Right.